ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। Chaudhary asks to Sri Ramakrishna, Sir, is it not possible to have the vision of God without the help of Guru? Sachidananda himself is Guru. Sri Ramakrishna is replying, at the end of Shiva Sadhana, just when the vision of the Ishta is about to take place, the Guru appears before the aspirant, says, Behold, there is your Ishta. Saying this, Guru merges in the Ishta because he has emerged from the Ishta, he merges back in the Ishta. Your longing for God makes the Guru emerge from the Ishta Devata and appear through or manifest through or approach you through a media in the physical form. He who is the Guru is also Ishta. There is no difference between the name and the form of God. Nama Namni Abheda. Similarly, here Guru and the Ishta, there is no difference between Guru and Ishta. Guru is just a manifestation of Ishta, a special manifestation called Jiva Tarana Shakti of God, to redemption power of the God, to take the Jiva back to its source. So seeing, he who is Guru is also the Ishta. Guru is the thread that leads to God. Guru is the thread that leads to God. Here the thread means you hold a thread, it is the thread you go on, just like chain. Usually Sri Ramakrishna used to use the word chain. And that chain, one by one link, you hold and move towards the end of the chain. You are not seeing how far, what is God, but you have the name of the God. The mantra is there. Mantra is like a link in the chain. Go on repeating the mantra and you reach the chain. Guru is the thread that leads to God. Women perform a ritualistic worship known as Ananta Vrata. The object of worship is worship being the infinite. And as if they are worshipping the infinite, the beyond time and space existence, the absolute existence, which is beyond human understanding. Mind cannot conceive, intellect cannot discern it what it is, and definitely the senses cannot perceive. It is beyond the understanding of human understanding. So that which is beyond time and space, that existence, that is always infinite and eternal. Eternal means unlimited by time, infinite means unlimited by space. Wherever you go, whatever you do, how far, how deep, wherever you go, you see that it exists there already. Something like space. Wherever you go, space is there. And space also exists in that spirit, absolute existence, to worshipping that. But here, the object of worship being infinite, but actually the deity worship is Vishnu. In him are the infinite forms of God. Ananta, the actually time and space is brought into picture, Ananta. But here when a devotee worships God as Ananta, it is not the Advaitic Ananta which is brought into picture. It is like I have a small flute in my pocket. Suppose somebody asks, how many songs are there in that flute? I say infinite. It can take you can go on singing infinite number of songs you can take out from the same flute. There becomes the picture of infinite. Now, God can take any form, any time, with small differences. With the same Krishna, it can be a Balakrishna, a elderly, whatever you want. His forms are infinite. His Nama, Rupa, Guna. He may appear to you as a fool. He may appear to. How can you limit his appearances or manifestations? The manifestations are infinite. God is infinite. He is not by time and space alone. Here, when he is worshipped as Ananta, you cannot limit his forms or his qualities, guna, and act. He acts also. I have set a limit of act. I cannot do any act that I want. I cannot jump from 50 feet height. God can do that. His act doesn't have limit. Oh, it can be done. It can happen. Anything he can do and undo. So this aspect of Ananta, Sri Ramakrishna is bringing, but actually the deity of worshipped is Vishnu, because he is all-pervading reality, unlimited time, space and causation. In him are the infinite forms of God. To Ram and other devotees, if you ask me which form of God you should meditate upon, I should say, fix your attention on that form which appeals to you most. But know for certain that all forms are the forms of one God alone. You may meditate upon any form, all are manifestations of the same one. You must remember, God has taken this form for my sake. I love this form. I love this form because it's my nature to love. And God can take any form without any limit. Which form are to meditate, if you ask? I should say, fix your attention on the form that appeals you most. But before and after deciding, I love this form of God. But know for certain that all forms are the forms of one God. You are worshipping in this form. God is existing in any form. Another friend may imagine God, the same Krishna in a different way. Same Rama in a different way. Same Ramakrishna in a different way. Independent of form, his nature, every bit of understanding. When we say, especially when we come down from Rama and Krishna to Ramakrishna, how do you look upon Sri Ramakrishna? Infinite ways. Each person has his own understanding of Sri Ramakrishna. He is holding Sri Ramakrishna in a particular aspect of his which he loves most. Within Sri Ramakrishna, there are so many aspects. His calm, loving nature is there. His total renunciation is there, absolute renunciation. So many things, many qualities which appeals to you, because of which is, when we love someone, all the things do not appeal to us, but something appeals to us by which I am going to hold that person as mine. There may be things which doesn't appeal to me in the same person. But one thing that appeals makes you to hold that person forever as mine. So like that, we are holding on to the form in a particular way. Gunas also, qualities. But know for certain that all forms of the forms of one God alone. Why this question comes is, I may love a particular aspect according to my religion, my bringing up, my individual nature, which makes me cling to that form. Other may be clinging to another form, but don't differentiate your existence and your act and your way from the others. Value it same way. He is holding on to the same God in different aspects. Just like in one house, one girl is there. She is daughter of some woman. The woman is looking at the girl as his daughter. Another person may be there who is son of that same girl. And that he is looking after the girl as his mother. Mother is looking at the girl as her daughter. Because he doesn't have the same understanding, same attitude, same thing with that person, doesn't matter. He goes on telling, she's my mother. Mother goes on telling, she's my daughter, she's my daughter. Attitude, relationship, the treatments, everything changed between the two. But both are accepting one and the same reality, the same object, in different ways. There is no conflict, there is no difference. Each accepts the other's acceptance totally without any kind of difference. This division, whenever somebody is worshipping some other religious person, unrelated to me, aligned religion, a person following that faith may be looking upon God in a different form, different way, you immediately must understand, oh, my God is there in that form. Also, for the sake of these people, honor it. Oh, your Ishtadevata is there in that form for his sake. So, just like your daughter is there for that child's sake as mother, you may call her daughter, doesn't matter. So this kind of Sri Ramakrishna is trying to introduce that aspect. Never harbor malice towards anyone. Shiva, Kali and Hari are different forms of that one. Shiva is Shaivites, the Kali is Shaktas, and Hari is Vaishnavas. The three important denominations in Hinduism: Shaivism, Shaktism and Vaishnavism are different forms of that one. Whom you call Kali, I call as Shiva. Another calls as Hari. He is blessed indeed who has known all as one. All forms of God. Oh, each time we miss this. And in Hinduism, we always associate any form, any aspect of God with Om. The moment Om is put, it is one unchanging eternal reality which has manifested in this particular form with this quality for this purpose. Now it's like electricity. One electricity, it is manifesting in these bulbs as light. Same thing in fridge as cooling effect. In fan as mechanical movement. You can see in a heater, the same electricity is heating up, in fridge it is cooling down. Adoption of the same energy in different ways, in different aspects we are doing. This different way of understanding. They're different. I don't have any conflict. I accept everything. Everything is accepted. One reality, one electricity can manifest as light, as sound, as heat, as cold, anything it can manifest in any form. This manifestation, when we see light, I don't have any conflict that same energy is heating there, same electricity is heating. The one who knows all this is manifestation of one energy, the electrical energy. Here it is light, there it is heat. To that extent, we must have the clarity. Shiva, Kali and Hari are but different forms of that one. He is blessed indeed who has known all as one. Whoever is worshipping in any form, anywhere, participate lovingly, seeing your Ishtadevata in that form there. It's an important thing because ultimately in and through your path you are going to transcend all limitations and you have to reach the ultimate goal, the reality, the absolute reality. You have to enter the transcendental realm. If you differentiate one aspect of God from another and don't tally it, don't reconcile it, your God remains apurna. Your understanding of God remains apurna. With apurna, incomplete knowledge, you cannot transcend the nature and go beyond. Whoever has worshipped in any form, any time, anywhere in this universe, God accepts it. So this acceptance makes you understand what God really is. So you quickly transcend all inner defects, impurities, imperfections, and also externally the nature and reach the transcendental realm. It's an imperative, absolute, essential understanding. See, many times I have to go to people who have faith in different religions, different paths in the same Hinduism. When I go, I totally participate without seeing any difference. How can I light the reality in this path? How can I show the reality in this path? That is the thing. The skill is to draw the attention of whoever is doing sadhana to the reality which is enclosed by this new cover. A person is giving new cover for the same old traditional things. Oh, look, just look beyond this form, you see the same reality. To show that, to light, bring that light is sufficient. What you understand God in various aspects, make them also understand how Sri Ramakrishna is bringing that Guru Tattva into picture. You see, God alone is Guru. Satchidananda alone is Guru. All Gurus are manifestation of that one universal Guru, the God. So like that, all these forms has a reality. It's one wave. One wave is Rama, one wave is Krishna, one wave is Christ, one wave is Allah, of the same Satchidananda Sagara. One wave is Buddha, one wave is Kali. Doesn't matter. You are loving the same ocean by loving any wave. This understanding is an essential factor in our sadhana, so that mind doesn't get disturbed and is able to go in its own track. he is blessed indeed who has known all as one. Outwardly he appears as Shiva's devotee, but in his heart he worships Kali and the blissful mother, and with his tongue he chants aloud the Lord Hari's name. Bahi, Shiva and Hridaye Kali, Mukhe bole Hari Naam. Externally, he has put on the appearance of a Shaivite. Inside, he is worshipping Kali, and in tongue he is repeating the name of Hari. The body does not endure without a trace of lust, anger and the like. You should try to reduce them to a minimum. Small desires, when we come to the picture, we always tell the sadhakas, Vasanakshaya, Tattvajnana, Manonasha happen at a time. The light coming within and darkness disappearing happen at a time. The moment it is lit, the darkness goes away. Like that, Manonasha happens by Vasanakshaya. Vasanakshaya, Manonasha happens immediately. Then like mind disappears, the inside shine is shining forth. Reality. Mind or intellect is a screen which is obstructing the knowledge of the reality within. When it drops off, mind goes away. And mind goes away, mind disappears only when the vasanas, all tendencies, not desires, all tendencies dissolve. I have tendency for music, I have a tendency for enjoying, I have many tendencies in various tendencies. So these tendencies are to be destroyed. Kama, Krodha and all these are tendencies. Anybody making mistake, I immediately get angry. That's my tendency. Anybody does anything, I don't mind. That's my tendency. These tendencies, when the tendencies go away, it is impelling you from within all the time. So when the Vasanakshaya happens, mind dissolves and the reality shines forth. But do all the vasanas are to be destroyed? We say no. Those who are not detrimental to jnana and bhakti will remain. You need not waste time in eliminating those things. A desire to have a particular tasty food may remain, doesn't matter. A desire to serve somebody deeply within you may remain. It doesn't go against jnana or bhakti. They can remain. So, which is not against viruddha, jnana viruddha, bhakti viruddha. All those are destroyed. Those who are not viruddha to jnana and not viruddha to bhakti remain. All that is viruddha to jnana and bhakti will die away. So here, this bringing minimum my desires or my tendencies to eat delicious food is, suppose my nature. Bring it to minimum means make it, eat in small quantities in case it is needed, in such a way that it doesn't obstruct your sadhana. Looking at Kedar, Master said, he is very nice. He accepts both absolute and relative. He believes in Brahman, but he also accepts gods and divine incarnations in human form. That is, many people especially in the earlier days before Sri Ramakrishna's coming, the Dvaiti and Advaiti were not accepting each other. The Shaiva, Shakta and Vaishnava were not accepting each other. Now also the tradition continues to some places that Vaishnava and Shaiva, they don't go together. They don't accept each other's all aspect of their life. They deny, they keep themselves away from that path. Then even the food offered to Shiva, the Vaishnava doesn't take many times. And recent days after Thakur's coming, all this is disappearing. Still traces are remaining and here and there that we see everywhere. So this, Sri Ramakrishna says, these things to be brought to the minimum. Looking at Kadri, he is very nice, he accepts both absolute and relative. That is God with form and God without form. God with the attributes and without attributes. He believes in Brahman, but he also accepts gods and divine incarnations in human form. How beautifully the Brahman, the absolute existence, and the devotional aspect. The Advaitins usually go by bypass. They avoid the Savikalpa Samadhi and go to the Nirvikalpa Samadhi because they have the power to renounce, the power to deny the bodily existence. Once the bodily existence is denied, the world disappears. Just like we enter into a dream, the world is no more there. So when they bypass and go, they need not accept this world at all, because world is not seen and perceived by them. And it begins with the denial of the world, neti neti. They go through the path of neti neti. Not this, not this, not this, not this. So, he accepts everything, the divine incarnation in human form also. So this is a beautiful combination of bhakti and jnana. Sri Ramakrishna expects according to the pure Advaitins, karma and jnana cannot go together. Samuchaya is not possible of jnana, bhakti and karma or anything, samuchaya. But samadvaya is possible. Sri Ramakrishna introduces samadvaya. Take them together. They may not get mixed up, but they take them together. The time will be saved. If both your heart and mind are working together, you can easily and quickly, in this life itself, you can finish the sadhana. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.